Alright.
Speaking of which, your guys' commander is not here.
Let me turn this down a little bit. Alright, so.
Cat, is this an improvement to Oxford Plains from the last time that you were here? It's probably not that big of an improvement. Because it's not SLC grade, but... How do you feel about it? Does it Oxford Plains? Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. Did I miss... Oh, a Levi. I think at Oxford Plains pretty good. Oh, Fire, you're not qualifying. Yeah, Fire, you're not qualifying. You're to the back of the field. So just... Yeah, you thought I wasn't going to remember. So technically we have 5 qualifiers. Because of his penalty, he's just an immediate back to the rear of the field.
As we begin...
Alright, that's Shadowversity. I haven't watched that kind of long
Yeah,
time.
I'll give him the practice laps. The 3 hot laps, I guess. But he's going to be last, regardless, in that order, so... Oh, y'all know the rules. 3 laps each. Keep it above the curb. I mean, y'all probably figured out that you really shouldn't be going down there anyway, because it's really not the best. Rebel, could you shove him? Oh, never mind. He's good. Okay, there you go. Now, if Rebel gets stuck... Okay, Rebel's not stuck. Oh, my bad, Dabcat. Oh, boy. Gib is...
Oh!
Gib is having a good time. Yeah, keep away from the top of the track.
What a wreck right off the bat. Holy smokes. Oh, he's...
Again, I saw Robo. The first thing that I saw earlier was Robo familiarizing himself with that. I'm sure Robo was having a fantastic time.
I have 1 to go.
Here, Dabcat, you can be in the grandstands. Unless do you want to be in the backstretch grandstands, or do you want to be... Alright, Trout, pull it in on the opposite pit lane. Or the exit. Do you see the exit? The exit's going to be the one closest to you. There you go. That's the exit lane. Yeah, no problem. Like I was saying, do you want to be in the backstretch grandstands, or you like these better? Okay, I got you. I don't know why I just thought I saw Robo Mesa fly. I thought I just saw him hit a rut or something. Or go airborne. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm not tripping. 3. You get 3 timed laps.
Not gonna be a good lap.
Give us Brown? What? Alright, hold in the exit lane there. Kukoa. There goes Shuffle. Shuffle making his grand year return to Oxford Plains. Going way up high. Maybe next time we come here, I'll flatten out the front straightaway with Robo Mesa. Because I need Robo Mesa's help for that one. I tried to do it by myself. That didn't really go as planned. Yeah, that front straightaway is going to kill someone tonight. Oh boy.
You're up there.
What do you mean I have a white part of the car with a white what? Oxford is fire on iRacing. Real. That's not white. That is light gray. That is literally light gray, bro. And you can see it, so it doesn't even matter. Dog, that is like the color of... I don't really know what I can compare this to. It's definitely not white. It's like a very light shade of gray. Seeker doesn't need to go. No. Seeker's not going. Seeker's not going. Don't tell him to go. Levi's still out there. Oh, Levi's done. Wait for Levi to pull off, though. Alright, Seeker, you can go. Seeker's finally back after 2 weeks. He's back. After 2 long weeks, he's back. He's back and ready for action. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your commentator right there. Speedy XR freaking won. Your laps were but real. It's actually a 6-car field. If you squint, Dabcat. But Dabcat's not even in the VC. I don't think Dale really cares at this point. Did he get pole? Fire, you can do your complimentary three laps of qualifying, but you will still be to the rear. Dale is driving. He just drove a late model, apparently. That's crazy. What kind? Was the late model stock? Late model stock, sportsman? I didn't say. I'm gonna feel so bad for Fire if he gets pole. He's already to 4th. No improvement. So, Gib, go to the victory circle, or not victory circle, I should say. Go to the pole thing there. Don't bring your car there, though. I'm yelling commands again. Fireboy is shaking in his boots. Gib has grabbed pole. Oh. Wait, again, he's not in VC. So JD Motorsports picks up their second pole of the year, or of the season. Yeah, back-to-back poles. Just gonna wait for the text bubble to disappear. Back-to-back poles is crazy. But then again, Fire's gotten 3 in a row, or something along those lines. Still some catching up to do. Alright. Gib, you can get in your car and then line up at this little stripe right here. This little restart line. You guys know the drill. Fireboy is TDB, of course, for his penalty after y'all know why. Well, shuffling Gib know why. Jake would know too if he was here, but he's not, so. You know, I really love shuffle when you tell me that there's going to be a disconnection. It makes me happy. It makes me a happy boy. Really speedy. Alright, qualifying order. I don't know what the hell Robo's doing. I think he's gumping his worm. So your qualifying order is Gibb on pole, Robo Mason second, Shuffle in third, Seeker in fourth, Levi in fifth, and then Fire is in sixth. And I actually think this is the deepest, not really that this is a good fun fact, I think this is actually the deepest in the field that Fireboy has started this season. Someone's going off track on this first turn. I can see it, I can picture it, I can see it in my mind. I can picture it as if it was yesterday. Betting lap 1, turn 4. Someone's gonna go off track. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see myself calling cautions for people running off the track unless it's a 2-car. And that's if the 2 cars are wrecking off track. That doesn't count if 2 cars are running off track at the same time. So, just be prepared.
Alright, I'm back.
You got preoccupied with what? With what, Robo? What'd you get preoccupied with? BBQ. How about I DQ you? Speedy. XR1. Commentator tonight. Speedy XR1. Well, welcome, man. Welcome back to the booth. You're familiar with this place.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes. Very familiar with this place. I don't know if I did a race here once. I think I did. Kinda. But it's a very tricky place. No room for error. No room for error, for matter of fact. Because you don't want to get launched into the trees over there. Tell you from experience.
Yeah, that famous tree line is definitely going to be claiming some lives today. And not to mention, a little bit of a fun fact before we get this race started. This is actually where the oval racing career started for Robo Mesa all those years ago. I believe it's going on 4 years, maybe 5 years now, when he claimed his first ever oval victory at Oxford Plains, and I believe what was called NARA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Nara.
Yeah, Nara. And now he's returning 4 years later to see if he can get his first victory of the season in similar fashion.
Well, he does have a bit of a target on his back. Yeah, I thought Jake was going to be racing tonight. He wanted to kill Robo. But I guess Gib or either Fireboy, well, mostly Gib will probably do the job for him.
Gib honestly might take up that mantle pretty well. Either that or Shuffle. Shuffle would take up that mantle as well. Anybody in the field could take up that mantle. It's not that hard. I mean, with that big yellow caution tape on his car, it really isn't that hard to spot him out on the racetrack. But without further ado, let's get this event started. The BuzzChew 200, the first ever, and the first time that the Modifieds will be racing at Oxford Plains in KRE history. We got an NR, so we'll do some more exposition as we wait for Freak Bob to come back.
Of course.
Probably one of the most unique circuits on the schedule, being one of those tracks where you're almost constantly turning Speedy XR1, which is a very unique style of racing, especially with these cars. The last time we seen a track like that was Flat Rock.
Yes, and it's similar to Flat Rock.
Flat Cock?
You know, there's no walls to save
Never
you.
change,
So you
Kelly.
just wall ride. You will go off the banking if you go.
Never change, Kelly.
It is.
God.
The aggression is here because we do have a stat field, but you gotta be careful of who you push, who you don't push, because you can make some friends angry or you won't make some friends tonight. But the one thing that is dire to stay away from is those light poles. You go too far down to the bottom, you're gonna get flipped, and that'll be an automatic caution and probably straight to the back.
Indeed. Well, we got everybody saying ours in the chat. We are set and ready to go for 80 laps tonight from Oxford Plains Speedway. The countdown is being sent to the drivers now. Watch for jumps, and it is worth note. We got a Oxford Plains native, lives right near the racetrack, and you can even hear it from his backyard, as that has been told to us by Rebel Mesa. Coming out to watch the KRE
Dotsing
modifieds
him.
tonight.
Dotsing the poor guy. Dotsing the poor guy. Holy.
Down to the drivers.
All right.
Chaos is about to ensue. Let's see what happens. The green flag is dropped from Oxford Plains Speedway for the Buzz Chew 200.
Green flag in the air, and Gibb already getting away. Robo getting shoved out wide, almost getting sent off the track. Side by side with Shuffle, still fighting side by side with him. Meanwhile, the two in the back still going hand in hand. Fireboy getting past. I don't know who that is. Getting past Levi, but meanwhile in the front, Gibb, he's running away with it. While there's Calamity behind him.
Come on, man.
And Robo going side by side almost. He's still fighting with Shuffle. Oh, gets a little tap it into the wall. Goes Robo.
A little bit of over-aggression there from the 12R. Tried to make a move on Shuffle. Those two were making a little bit of contact early in the race. Now Robo Mesa putting pressure on the double 8 of Fireboy Racing for Freedom Racing, trying to get that 4th win on the season here in week number 7 from Oxford Plains as they race off into 1 and 2. It is a big battle between these two. A dogfight, some might say. Fireboy runs a little bit wide. That's going to let Robo Mesa run away just a little bit longer.
And Fireboy coming off of a strong win from last Wednesday. He's looking very strong in this championship. He has a chance to win it. You just got to stay consistent, and have the points to manage. Meanwhile, in the front, we got Shuffle chasing down Gibb, trying to follow that line. I don't know how much that's going to help, but it is going to need it. He's going to need it because mistakes are massive here, and Gibb almost goes fully off the track. He's managed to save it. Still going off the track. He's extending that line now, going even faster. I think he's found a bit of a groove there, JD.
Absolutely. Gibb seems to be putting on a pretty good masterclass right now, but he's being closely followed behind by Shuffle. Shuffle following in his trail as we go back to the battle for 3rd. This is between the 8 and the 12R of VGS's Robo Mesa. They make contact on the front right away, and that's going to put Fireboy off the track.
Fireboy way out there, just got under Robo and just got the door closed on him. Trying to regroup here, trying to get back at him. Meanwhile, the leader may actually catch up to lap traffic here as the number 29, the Ford Motorcraft.
Robo's off the track.
Oh, Robo's!
Off the racing surface goes the DGS number 12R, and so does Shuffle down the front straightaway. And now Gibbs got plenty of real estate to work with for the foreseeable future. As long as no mistakes are made, the 00 seems to be just surging ahead to try and make up some ground on that lap traffic right ahead of him.
He is staying laser focused. Meanwhile, he is getting very close to lap traffic. The 29 is big, almost half a lap away from him. Oh, we got one car off the track. That's Levi. Levi loses a position to the number 29. And we're going to have a battle back here with the 29 and the number 6, I believe. That's the 6?
Number 9.
No, number 9. It looks like a 6, my fault. But with the number 9 here, as the number 9 tries to look for a move, it extends that line. Staying nice and tight down to the bottom. Make sure not to hit that curb. If you do, you are getting sent straight off the racetrack. Gives it a little push. Looking for room. Still on the back bumper of the 29. Meanwhile, the leader is right immediately behind him. This will be good for Shuffle here. If these two keep battling...
Shuffle's off the racing surface.
Oh, Shuffle's
wide off the racetrack. And now he's under pressure from his teammate. Levi's going to be seeing the blue flag very, very soon.
Levi's still seeing the blue flag. Meanwhile, he's still battling with the 29. And back there, Shuffle with Fireboy going side by side. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. Shuffle holds it.
Blue flag for Seeker.
Cloud there. 29 goes straight into the trees. Seeker is gone, long gone into the trees. I think he's stuck. That might be a caution. He doesn't move.
Is he stuck? Seeker just doesn't seem to be. I don't think he's stuck. He's just not moving, but he's off the racing surface. So I won't throw the caution just yet.
He may have disconnected.
We shall see if he disconnected a caution. If not, we'll stay green.
Robo really just going extremely wide back there. All the way off the racing surface. Robo's going to hit him.
Caution flag is out. Robo Mesa into the 29. And that's going to be on the 12R of Robo Mesa. It's going to be TDB, but he will be in front of the 29. That is if Seeker returns to his PC. Single file will be the story at the restart zone.
Yeah, it looks like Seeker's having a bit of an issue over there. I don't know if he got called by somebody or one of his parents. I don't know. And the number 9 is stuck. Can somebody help him?
And Seeker's going to be pulling it off into the pits, possibly a mechanical error for Team 29. Here from Oxford Plains Speedway. Why didn't I add walls? Oxford Plains doesn't have walls.
And that's the thing about Oxford Plains. No walls. It's not like Berlin where there's not a wall in the back straightaway coming out of coming out of 2. But Oxford Plains just is a continuing left turn oval. You're continuing to turn each and every lap. And sometimes that gets a bit straining on the driver, and you're going to eventually slide out off the track into the trees, which unfortunately happened to Seeker. Oh, he got stuck in the trees there, and the cart just couldn't get out.
Well, Seeker is now pulling it off. He's making a bold claim that he is retiring now on the spot. I don't know if he meant if he's retiring for the night or retiring from the Roughneck Modified Tour entirely. Caution came out on lap, I believe that was 26. We'll restart on 27 here.
I say retiring for the night. Retiring from the night, possibly. I will. Seeker will be back next week.
Hopefully, and we can only hope. He adds a lot to the races. Even if he's not always contending, he does add a lot to the races. We are going to send the countdown back to the drivers.
And green flag with already a quarter of the way done. We're on lap 27. And it's there with Levi and Robo. And Fireboy's just getting massively loose up into the wall. He's all the way over. Keeps it clean. Pushes Levi up. Trying to get around him. Oh, they're going to go.
Oh, they're both off into the bushes. Caution flag is out. Lots of contact between the 88 and the 9.
Again.
Caution came out 29 when we start on 30.
Second go around. Ooh. This isn't working out well for Gibb because Gibb's really hoping for mostly a green flag run because he has that long run speed, but it's not helping him right now with mostly the cautions. I guess everybody's magnetized to the trees tonight.
Suppose that is the story, as we're going to be putting that under review. That was between the 9 and the 88, the first really official incident of the night. We're going to look back at this one, a little bit of too much roughhousing between the back two.
And it kind of looked like the 9, I mean, it was a very harsh battle, but it looked like back there that the 9 did get into his tire, into his front left wheels of the 88, which probably caused them to get, say a bit bumper locked and rammed into.
Yeah, so the 9 will be issued his first penalty of the night. 9 will be TDB of the field. Robo Mesa will be taking up the 3rd place spot. Fireboy will be in 4th.
Robo is in R right now, as we wait on him.
So as we wait on Robo, he is actually back. Before we get back going, they are requesting a quick time update. And you know what, Speed? I'll
Uh-huh.
actually let you do that. Can you fly over to the board and tell us who is QuickTime? I'll let you take charge of that.
Yeah, if I can get there. I don't know how to change my flight speed. I forgot the command for that. But right now for QuickTime on the board, as it seems like Gib with a 11.2 on the board with Shuffle right behind him with 11.279, just near 20, actually near 40 to 30 tenths off of the board. That's your fastest two. Your
Right.
slowest is Levi with a 11.5 right now.
Right.
So
CD5 to the drivers.
let me just get off track. Reed flat back in the air, and Gib just trying to add Robo immediately on the pressure of Gib, and he's to the lamppost. It's all calamity.
And he's got caution
Everybody's
flag.
on
We're
into
gonna
the
re-rack
trees.
it. We are gonna re-rack it. He
And
is
Robo
stuck.
is stuck in the pole. Oh man.
Cautions breed cautions.
And yes, they do at a track like this. You are not safe from the trees tonight. Oh boy. Bit of a
That was
crazy incident there. I mean, Robo was fully committed to the line, and I guess Gib kind of squeezed them a bit, and that made them lock together, lock wheels, and Robo went straight into the lamppost on a drunken night.
It
They have a
honestly,
bit of a
more than
concussion there.
anything, kind of did look like a racing incident. However, it does appear like someone was moving. Yeah, there was a little bit of a. There was a bit of a bump there from the 12. I think he lifted, though. At least it appears that way on my screen. He lifted or went backwards for a moment. He did back off. So, Robo, you will be TDB. That won't be a warning. I am glad that you lifted, though. Thank you for doing that.
Just a mere, racing incident. Things happen. It's understandable. It's to justify that when you got two cars battling it out, they're going to go hard. Pause.
Yep.
They're going to go a lot at it for a win, and we're already near halfway through to this
Indeed.
80 lap race,
Let's see
and
who's
it's
going
already
to
ramping up.
way as we get ready to go back racing. We're re-racking on 30. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Green flag is out, and they're three right behind Give. Levi getting a little loose there. Shuffle. And Robo just slamming the door of Levi. Levi's just going to go straight into the wall. And two teammates take each other out.
Get into it. Several cars off the racing
Robo.
surface. They need to get back up on the track.
Robo off the surface too, as Levi just gave him a little bit of a hit there. Oh, Levi goes way wide, trying to hold it there. Fireboy, meanwhile, is chasing down Gib, and in the back, Levi is battling with Shuffle. It kind of seems like the two teammates of Shuffle and Fireboy are not having a great time tonight. Really, some huge differences. Oh, Shuffle gets a bit of a hit from Levi.
Come on, man. That's not right.
You all up there
I'll
in the
explain
front,
why that wasn't a
Fireboy.
caution in a moment. I'll explain why that wasn't a caution.
Oh, we got going
That was
immediately.
probably bad judgment on my part.
That was extremely bad judgment. Holy fuck.
Front Fireboy is two car lengths from
Okay, I'm still safe for a while.
Gib. She's chasing him down. And back here, Levi just trying
There's
to stay in
like
front
3 or
of
4
Shuffle,
cars
and
that
Shuffle
spun,
is
dude.
cutting him down. Goes a bit high here, but gets a massive run. Holds it. Getting straight under him and makes a clean pass down the front straightaway.
That's fucking bullshit.
Guess you can.
So the reason that wasn't a caution. Sorry, Speedy, I'm going to cut you off here. The reason that was not a caution, the 9 and the 15 initiated that. That was between those two.
So?
That immediately kept it back going, so I'm not going to count. I did not count that as a 2-car. Robo was a separate incident, and I did specify that I am not calling a caution even if it's just multiple cars off track. They have to be wrecking like Levi and Fire were earlier.
That was not a good call,
Granted,
man.
Levi did make contact, and Shuffle did do a quick 360, but the 9 kept it going, so it didn't initiate a caution. I know
Fucking
that's going to be a
bullshit.
controversial
That is fucking bullshit.
thing that people will talk about after the race, but that was
Man.
my judgment on that call.
This guy's gonna turn into me and kill me. I can call it. Look
Well,
at
we're
it.
halfway through the
He
race.
is all over the
and
fucking
halfway
racetrack,
mark
dude.
is sponsored by Dale
Watch him
Cola,
turn
as
into me.
usual. Dale Cola.
Blue flag? Oh, that's not blue flag, sorry. Sorry, I thought Robo was the lead lap car. My bad, Levi.
And meanwhile, back to the racing. Levi and
What the
Robo
fuck?
Levi
Really?
defensive.
Really?
Tried to block out Robo. Robo
What?
is still right behind him. Robo looking
The
for
fuck
a
is
move,
wrong
trying
with
to
you,
push him out
dude?
the way. Really getting very aggressive here, but they gotta move quick because Gibb is hauling. And
Trouble for
man, I don't know
Fireboy.
what happened to Fireboy. Fireboy.
What are you doing?
Levi turns Robo right in front of the leader. And
Oh,
What are you doing?
Comes over.
What are you
Keep it
doing?
going, keep it going, keep it going.
Robo's not gonna like any of that, and I don't know why Levi just did that. All of a sudden, Robo hits. Robo hits Shuffle, and Robo's stuck at the. And
Right,
Levi, and
flag,
that's a caution.
pile up on the front straightaway.
That is I guess Levi's a bit acrobatic tonight. That is a massive aggression from Levi. Just slams it into the wall, going straight into the sponsor boards. Just a bit out of hand here from Levi and Robo, mostly Levi. Ay. And Fireboy getting a hit on him too. And I don't know what is going on. What calamity is going on. Everybody's getting back to the line.
I told you my reasoning for that incident. I legit told you.
Robo, we're gonna reset
It
laps.
wasn't a complete stop. Multiple car. Yeah. I know you. Yes, you did. Someone did a 360. I'm talking about on that initial start. I told you guys the reasoning.
Single file, boys. Single file, guys. And let me go help out the 9. There.
Okay, so you're saying because of fire, it should be a caution. Because that has to be the stupidest reason. Like, you're insinuating that every Fireboy caused incident tonight needs to be a caution? Is that what I'm getting from that? That was an on-track incident that resulted in people going off the track. What I specifically said, and I remember everybody was here for it, was that I'm not calling caution just because people run off the track. I told you that. Robo probably wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
People going off the track does not automatically mean a caution. I said if 2 people are wrecking off the surface.
That was pretty much.
That is a caution, which we've seen.
I was absolutely
We
wrecking.
saw that with Fireboy and Levi earlier.
And we also saw that with Robo just getting loose and hitting stranded Seeker. Also, can we give some space, guys? I'm just saying, give some space.
As for that caution, I'm going to be calling it a racing incident. Robo really couldn't go anywhere, and Levi just ran into him. So
Levi, if you could, sorry, if you could back up a bit. Yeah, that's good. Keep some.
Robo, I don't know why you're shoving him, bro.
I was still mad about what happened going into the.
Probably. Caution came out on 48,
really
starting off 49. Here we go.
Really just happens. So, green flag back in the air with 30 laps to go here. We're about 3/4 away down. We got 1 more to go. Shuffle, making the move on Gibb. And meanwhile, his teammate is initiating another move while Gibb is in a bit of a sandwich. He gets past
We
the
got 2
sandwich.
cars off the racetrack. Keep it going.
2 cars
We're
off the
still
racetrack.
moving.
Robo's shoved off the racetrack. Meanwhile, the 2 teammates are battling to try to catch up with Give. Oh, Give
Big
gets
contact.
just bit of a contact shuffle right there, and they're right there off the racing surface.
Caution flag.
Oh, that's caution. Shuffle. He was really trying to move Give out the way and just got stuck to his rear bumper. And that happens a lot with these brick cars. I mean, mostly your front is open and your rear is closed, so it's like the modified thing. So
Robo and
you're gonna get
Levi,
stuck.
this over-aggression is unwarranted. If I keep seeing it, it's going to have to be apart for both of you. This is your first and only verbal warning.
Yeah, guys, if we could please refrain from the bit of the Bowman Gray style madhouse. How should I say this? Catastrophic.
Shuffle is PDB. Cause of caution. Gib is. I'll see where the positions were. I know Fireboy, Robo is in his correct position. Gibbs good. Levi's good. And Shuffle. Okay.
Been a very
Where I am,
catastrophic
I'm not gonna
and
try to kill
most of the
people.
time, what I saw from from them running down the back straightaway, Levi was just forcing Robo into a position he did not want to go in, and forced him off the track again, almost putting him back into the same like wall, almost off the track.
Caution came out on 51, restarting on 52. Here we go.
So with a bit of a calamity, here we go, coming out of turn 4, green flag back in the air, Fireboy leading them off, Robo looking, oh, Gibbs immediately off the track.
No caution.
There's one car, no caution, and Fireboy trying to run away from Robo, Fireboy,
What up over caution flag?
Crash. Massive crash.
Damn!
Idiot's gonna get his
going
spot
off
back
the
into
safe.
the track. That was the track. So Fireboy gets his position back. Robo was the leader at the time. I believe Fireboy was actually following suit. We shall see.
We also saw Shuffle flipping right behind him in the background
fuck's
too.
sake.
Both Freedom Racing cars now having a lovely night tonight. Oh Lord!
So that
I
was-
wonder how Dale. I wonder how Team Motor Dale is gonna see the footage after this in the office on Thursday.
So that was Fireboy in second, behind Robo. Shuffle was in third. Levi was in fourth. Gib will be in fifth.
And Levi did kind of just shoved himself into like Shuffle, which I saw in the background, which caused Shuffle to flip over, which is a bit, aggressive, and you gotta chill out there, Levi. Kind of already on what, his second warning so far. Both him and Robo.
Let's see. Huh? What?
Yeah, Levi's kind of on his second warning, both him and Robo.
Yes.
Because what I could see in the background, he did shove himself into Shuffle, which caused Shuffle to flip also the same way Fireboy just did. And Shuffle, if you could get back.
Well,
to
he just reached. He got a verbal warning earlier. That's different. Levi's now getting his second warning for 2 questionable moves there. But I feel like he's gonna. I don't know, because a lot of people have been pushing everybody off the track today.
Yeah.
But
If we could get Shuffle to move back, come back. I don't know if he's
Shuffle
AFK
was-
or...
Shuffle was yeah, he's AFK. He was third.
Just seemed to happen.
So yeah, Levi second warning of the night.
And there's it's been turning into not a shit fest. No, it's not a dumpster fire. A dumpster fire is contained, but it is slowly turning into a bit of a mess.
Well, cautions, precautions.
But
If we hadn't had that caution early on with whoever it was, I think the first caution was Robo running off the track in the secret. I
Robo.
guarantee we'd probably still be.
Mostly green.
We probably
To
still
the
would have
end,
been
right.
green, at least to halfway. This is to be expected, though. Oxford Plains is prone to this style of racing, and I gotta admit, the on-track production has been good, but the cautions have been slowly and surely eating away at it. I already told you my ruling. He's going to be at a 2 out of 3. He has 1 verbal warning and 2 other warnings. That doesn't mean drive him like a fucking dip ass, like Robo's been doing.
I'm just serving what he served me.
Still waiting on Shuffle.
Shuffle. Think he's moving again. Yep.
Shuffle, you were
Once
behind
again.
Fireboy. Shuffle, you were behind Fireboy.
If Levi could move back and show him the space. Shuffle, you stuck.
Shuffle, you are behind Fireboy. I don't know where you're going.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Remember, give each other room.
Third, please back up.
That cat, is this pretty average for an Oxford Plains race? I feel like it is, probably, right?
No, probably in
I
real
mean-
life also. I mean,
Caution came out on 53, we're starting on 54.
bit of a hectic day for Gibb right now, sitting all the way in the back for the JD Motorsports car. So green flag back in the air, Robo leads, and now Freedom
Contact
Racing
with
going.
fire and shot, we're gonna re-rack it.
Oh my lord, what was that? I don't even know what just happened. Shuffle just got
Fireboy.
attached. Good.
Fireboy came across the front
Fireboy.
bumper of Shuffle there. That's exactly what happened. That was...
Ooh,
Nice.
there's gonna be a massive meeting on Thursday for Freedom Motorsports. I can tell you that. I mean,
Dale's gonna be
racing.
watching some after this race, and he's not gonna be too pleased with what he's seeing. But
There might be a bit of arguing coming out of the head meeting room, so we'll be there to catch the action. Re-rack again. Let's try this one more time. Refly back in the air with 55 out of 80 laps done. And
Shuffle, keep it going. Shuffle, keep it going.
Shuffle keeps it going. Oh,
2 cars
Fireboy.
off the track.
Jesus.
Keep it going.
Levi would just shove Gibb all the way down off road. Gibb, don't do it. Gibb is not worth it. Gibb.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, man, it is not worth getting parked over a week.
It is not worth it. Gibb, you just came off of a great race. Just hold your patience. Meanwhile, in the front, Fireboy back it again with his old rival, Robo, chasing him down. It's getting a little loose, trying to still extend
Well, not the lag.
what he was doing earlier on the massive green flag run we got. We're going to be down to 60 laps. Going to be down to 20 to go here at Oxford Plains. Fireboy still chasing down Robo. Meanwhile, in the back, Levi and Shuffle going at it. And Levi just comes down on Shuffle and goes way off the track.
And Shuffle was having
And
none of it.
Fireboy is stopped. Fireboy is stopped for some reason.
He's stopped on the race. Yeah, that was risky,
And
Fireboy.
gets back
Fireboy, that's
on
gonna be a warning. That was really,
a
really
bit
weird.
safely,
That was
but
really risky.
He didn't do anything wrong. That's
oh,
fine.
he's off again. I think might be having some issues. So, two people a lap down here, both Fireboy and Gib. And meanwhile, Robo is still leading. Shuffle cruising along. And
Levi's
looking
gonna be
back here,
seeing
we got a
blue flag very soon.
And Levi, if you would please do not wreck the leader. If you do, that's automatic park in an LCI, so they'll redirect the field. So
14.
please.
Oh, caution flag is out. Shuffle's on his lid.
Nice.
Oh, what in the world just happened back there? Oh, Gibbs hits him. Well,
Right.
no need for a blue flag. Everybody gets their last pick. And this is looking good. Robo just having a massive green flag run. Just goes away from him as Shuffle flips in the background.
Yeah, I think Shuffle,
And,
like earlier, just got
Levi.
got a taste of that outside little.
I say, JD, I think we should check the incident between Levi and Gibb back there because.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah.
It's getting a bit hectic right there. Shove around the.
Yeah, that looked. Yeah, that really looked reminiscent there of the incident with
Bravo.
Levi earlier. So let's see exactly.
Getting a bit out of control, man. It's like an animal. Turned into a Tasmanian devil.
And I'll tell you what, it looks to me like the 9 is committing an Austin Hill down the back straightaway.
On Austin Hill. Down the back straightaway. He did save it. It did just hook him.
Yeah, no. You're same position because that was on the track. So you would be second if I park Levi here, which I really want to watch this back a couple more times just to be sure. To verify this.
As we, wait on that with 13 to go. Mostly 3 people have a great chance of winning this race right now, which is Robo, Shuffle, and Gib. The 3 fastest drivers from most of the race tonight. And Fire's been there, but he's been mostly stuck in the back as we will go check the board again.
And unfortunately, Levi, that is going to end your night. I am sorry. That incident is going to end your night tonight from Oxford Plains.
As we check the board again, Gib is faster than Shuffle, with Gib down to 11.175 and Shuffle being 11.279. So 140 tenths off from the leader here. Getting a bit close. As another one bites the dust, and now we're left with the main 4. Mostly the big dogs.
13 to go. I actually think caution came out on lap 66. Or no, 65. It's going to come out to be 66 with 14 to go across the line. 2 cars already parked it for the night. 4 cars remain. 4 cars will decide who wins the Buzz Chew 200.
Best position I could be in right now, but I don't like when I'm in.
She can only. All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air here for the Buzz Chew 200. Shuffle, looking for the move. Immediately moving Robo out the way. Here comes Gib right behind him. Gib follows. 3 wide.
Oh my God!
There's a bit of ruffling and banging back there. Gib gets away. Like I said, he has a massive chance to win, and he took it. You just gotta stay with it. And the
Fireboy's off the race
back in the back, battling. Meanwhile, we'll pay attention to the front. Robo is chasing down Gib. All Robo has to do is get to that bumper and move him. But it's going to be hard because this is the fastest man on the track, setting over, on average, 11.2 lap times, 11.27s to 5s and 3s. And Robo getting a bit better here, setting 11.3s, but he got to catch him. Closing down to 9 laps to go.
He's staying with him. He's within a corner of him. He's running up the racetrack a little bit tight there for the 12R out of turn number 2. Across the front straightaway, Gibbs going to see 8 to go. Gibb needs a near flawless 8 laps to bring it all home for JD Motorsports, win number 4 in the organization history. But DGS looking for win 5 of the organization's history. Actually, I think it's 4. Robo Mesa with a fruitful career, 3 wins, trying to go for 4. 6 to go. He's got a limited amount of time. Speedy XR1, take it from here.
6 to go. Robo still chasing.
Oh, horrible lag spike.
The two Freedom Racing cars. And
he's not stuck. Fireboy, do not merge onto the racing surface yet. Do not merge onto the racing surface yet. Let them by. You are good.
As I was just talking about them, just settling it out. Shuffle just trying to run his own race. Robo still trying to get it to him. He only has 3 laps to do it. He has to come up with some type of line to catch him up. 2 laps to go.
Critical mistake here from Gibb could cost him everything, but he's got 1, 2 more turns before he makes it to the white flag. White flag is down at Oxford Plains. This race is official.
White flag down, and Gibb with a hard day. Started from pole, sent from the back, but makes it done here. It wins wins it Oxford. I forgot to sponsor the race.
A difficult day here from Oxford Plains, but he gets the job done from the back to the front. In the final restart of the race, Gibb gets victory number 3 of his career and the 4th win for the JD Motorsports organization. What a night.
And he'll win the beautiful Buzz Chew Oxford Plains sponsor trophy here as the winner, the Oxford Plains champion, as he's burning it down on the front straightaway into the pits. Everybody else doing their own thing, but a bit of a hectic night for Gibb. Got sent to the back and had to deal with Levi back there, getting tossed around mostly like a pinball back there in a bowling pin due to Levi's certain skills. But gets it done and ends the night on another high note. It goes 2 for 2 over the past 2 weeks.
Gibb. I'll just anchor your car before you get out. So line it up pretty well.
No, that was Fireboy. But does go 2 for 2 on poles, though, as he is mostly a bit of a merchant on poles, but showcase speed for it.
And I didn't change the name of the Victory Lane thing. So, actually, Gibb, I'm going to go change the name of that before we get into your Victory Lane picture. But while I'm doing that, Speedy XR1, why don't you interview the man himself before I get his Victory Lane photo? Mr. Gibb, winning his first ever time at Oxford Plains, getting his 3rd career victory. Let me unmute the man himself.
Alrighty, Gibb.
You
got it done. Alrighty, Gibb. You got it done tonight. Last week you couldn't get it done, but you did fought your way back through the field tonight. How do you feel?
Amazing. Actually being able to dominate a race and sweep the entire thing, pole, fastest lap, and the win, along with the most laps led and halfway. Couldn't ask for a better day.
And I want to ask about the situation with Levi. I could barely see what happened back there a few laps ago, 20 to 30 laps ago. So I want to ask the question: did he like force you down into the wall, or just push you wide?
Um, he he. Are you talking about on the restart or with like going into turn three and four?
Coming,
Which scenario?
yeah, going into turn 3 and 4.
Um, he decided he was gonna go straight into a left-hand turn and sent both of us out wide, and happened to say, "Nah, we don't turn."
Yeah, you almost ended up in the trees there. That could have really ended your night, but you still fought through and made it to the win.
It is. Yep.
So you're gonna go. So you're gonna bring JD Motorsports another beautiful trophy to add to the trophy case, and also another pole. So back-to-back poles. Probably go triple.
It might
Three.
happen.
But you
As
can go
as
two.
a
Two.
as I was talking with Fire earlier, he said that he is not scared of Shuffle, and he is actually more scared of me, rather, as as he believes that I am either the fastest or this at least as up to as fast as he is throughout every race weekend.
Yeah. As you do get faster and faster, pushing the limit of that modified, and it's really cool to see you just pulling it out there and just doing different kinds of lines. So you and Fireboy experimenting going wide, almost down into the ditch into the ditch on the straightaways, extending that line, which kind of makes y'all a bit faster. If the green flag would have stayed out a bit much longer, I would really see how that would have turned out. But you know, you still got win at the end of the day, so a dub's a dub.
Yes,
Understanding. So
100%.
yeah.
I want to interview Fire. Let a driver interview a driver.
Can we do that?
Nope. And we're gonna unmute Fire now for
No.
the. No. Wait. No. Robo-Missa. Robo-Missa's next.
Robo.
California guy.
Robo.
Yeah, Robo-Missa.
The California man from
Yeah.
SoCal, California. So, the California man that you got close. You just got into a 3 wide situation going down the straightaway with 11 to 12 laps to go.
Yeah.
So tell us how's this race been for you?
Well, I guess assuming with how I was at the start, I can't really be complaining much about second place. I got my first racing win on this track, so it does kind of hold something special to me for that reason. But it is painful to see how the race kind of finished up for me because I was pretty much having the race in the bag at one point. I was in the right position, and then the track just about killed Shuffle, and then Shuffle was behind me on the restart and nearly took me out, but he got the short end of the stick, thankfully, for me at least. I mean, for him, not really, but for me. And then Gib got by, and, with all due respect to Gib, I knew that once he was by me, that was going to be about it, and I was just going to be racing for second. So, second's alright, but second's first loser, so, I'm just glad for Dabcat's hospitality here, and I hope to drive up north to the Walmart, about 4 miles away, and then come back down to his house and have some beers. Forget about tonight.
Well, you did have a bit of an incident with Levi there. I just want to go through with that because I think mostly Levi was pushing the aggression button here with the pushes and almost made you get stuck into the sponsor boards. So,
That guy's a fucking
sorry about that
psychopath.
from your.
I'll tell you what. I was, he would go wide all the way up to the outside wall, the front straight, and then he'd cut all the way down to the inside lane, and I just about had enough of that. because he's going to take both of us out, and so it was either going to be me or him. So I decided that the better option for my own race was to make sure to space him away as much as I can from me, at least as much as you could do on a little short track of this nature. But yeah, no, that guy's freaking crazy. I think if a guy like that could get a license, just about anyone could. Cause that was pretty freaking terrible with racing. I mean, I could show you my onboard later today. It's just the moves that guy made was just genuinely unacceptable. I mean, yes, I know that I race people hard, but I usually do it when I'm fighting for a position. And there's a saying by a good old racer: "You're gonna wreck somebody else. Make sure you don't wreck yourself too." And that seems to be something not in that guy's mental vocabulary. So, um,
Yes,
yeah.
bit of a hard night for you, but you managed to get second after well returned. You were supposed to come to last Wednesday's race, which would have been a little interesting because Jake wanted to see a nice, wanted to take you a nice uh on a nice little walk, as I could say from his words. Just being, a bit passive. Uh, and I probably guess Jake would be here next week if you are. So I would be well aware of that because the Lexus man has a bit of a idea, has a bit of a plan for you.
We might
But
be able to.
all in all,
Oh,
nice. But all in all, nice second place. Nice way to end the day.
pretty much, yep.
Alrighty then, we'll move to Fireboy. JD.
Oh yeah, Fireboy. For the oh, he did it himself. Thank you. Let's get Fireboy unmuted, and I'm sure he's gonna have some choice words.
S
And let
said,
me.
And
what a me?
Can I?
TF.
We'll do
shuffle.
we'll do you last because I like your. We saved the best for last. PD, I want to get Fireboy, and you can get Shuffle. Let me get Fireboy.
Yeah.
Let me get Fire. All right, Fireboy. Well, today was not exactly the night that you were looking for, especially coming off of a penalty like that. Was more than what we were hoping for the Freedom Racing organization today was a rebound, but it didn't seem like that was the case, especially at the end of the race there. What was troubling the 88 team at the end of the race there, especially on that final restart?
Just the car feeling weird. I like the track, but I feel like it's very hard to pass clean in here. Shuffle said some not nice words in the Freedom Racing GC to me, but I don't know. I'm a lost for words on how Shuffle treats me because, I mean, to be fair, it's kind of crazy how he's leading, and I've grabbed more poles than him. I don't know. He's a bit cocky, and he's starting to lose my respect. And honestly, I'm respecting Gibb more and more. He's my favorite because he tapped a 23-year-old. Let's just big claps to that. I mean, come on, you gotta appreciate the riz. I mean, Gibb drove his heart out. I'm gonna be praising Gibb more than I am me and my teammate. I feel like Robo and Gibb they're definitely the fastest. I'm definitely going to explain to Dale how Shuffle killed me at the end of the race because when I have the clip, I was staying running my line and he just came up into me, which caused me to get off the racing surface and completely ruined my day. So it's
S said,
whatever, shit happens.
I will explain how you did the exact same at another restart.
Oh, hold
So
on.
even Stephen
all right.
Mofo.
Hold on, Shuffle. Hold on,
Interview.
Shuffle.
Keep it out of the interview. All right. So, Fireboy, again, probably not feeling too good after today, especially with the scuffles you've had with your teammate at the end there. Coming off of your probably the worst performance, not by your choice, but the worst performance overall on track to the end, excluding Flat Rock. How do you think the 88 team's going to rebound from this, especially coming off of a bye week or going into a bye week next week? Do you think that will play into your guys' favor and maybe maybe being able to do a team reset after the bye week coming into Carteret?
Oh my God, Carter! Yeah, I'm gonna be motivated. I don't know. I just stopped liking Shuffle a long time ago. I'm telling you, bro. Imagine me and Give as teammates. Look, he's done some.
Buddy. In your dreams.
Look. Dylan might be treating me good, but God, my teammate is awful. I mean, Give. I'm telling you, bro. The Riz is immaculate. I'm definitely confident in Carteret. I believe I got second. I was competing with the season 1 and 2 champion last season, so feel like I can definitely do something good. And this race was
JD
funny as
Smelly
fuck as well.
said, "Keep it out of interviews."
He was typing, sorry. But again, going into a bye week, possibly a good time for a whole team reset going into Carteret, especially statistically. That was one of your better tracks last season, and that's going to be marking the halfway point into the season. Do you think that'll have any implications going further, especially with the home track advantages coming up, especially as this is a Virginia-bound team? Do you think the coaching and the overall reset will be something to expect coming in these next few weeks?
Well, I mean, I hope Dell gives me a little bit more love coming into Carteret. He knows how fast I am compared to other people. I remember me and Robo got into it last season with Carteret, but it was nothing too big and too special. Yeah, I feel like we can definitely do better. Honestly, what's the difference between like third and fourth? 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely rebound.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us. Fireboy, a rough day for you and Freedom Racing as a whole. We will hopefully see you next time at Carteret after next week's bye week.
Okay.
All righty. Fireboy's out of the interview. Now, Speedy Extra1, you get to interview the man himself, who I'm sure is going to have a little bit to say as well. Shuffle.
Shuffle. I know you got a lot of words, but you did put on a great performance.
S said, "First off, I want to start off that Fire has put a weird POV about me and himself. This season I have helped him so much this season, didn't race Fire too harsh, and have treated him quite well. But just because I get mad this one race, I suddenly am a cocky person, after he shoves all his poles and wins in my face. But I guess that's me being me, YK."
Awesome.
Law said, "At S, fuck you."
You're gonna keep it out of the interviews.
Keep it out of the interviews.
I'll
retype it. I'll retype it. Here you go.
S said, "No Ty Law. Maybe Kelly is down for it."
Yes.
All right, I'll just read it. So, Freedom Racing has a gentleman's agreement that the faster a
Law
driver
said,
gets priority.
"At S holy yap."
That the faster driver gets priority. Of course, the faster driver is variable per track, but the man rule is don't race each other too hard. Look at the bigger picture. Fire had none of that. I was for sure the second fastest driver being able to keep up with Gibb, but Fire has had multiple moments where he thought he could have it. I could have gotten the win, had the speed for it, but yeah, fuck this man. The debrief gonna be Fire.
Well, the debrief is gonna be a whole lot more.
It's gonna be a debrief.
It's gonna be one. It is gonna be one because it is going to be a bit of a flaming room when they get back to the meeting hall on Thursday. And Freedom Racing has headquarters down in North Carolina.
Virginia.
I mean,
not
Virginia.
North Carolina.
Kukova sent an image file and said they'll puff.
I mean, that's what a good head coach does right there, man. Coach Ross is the best in the business, and if he's stoic and he gives his honest opinions on what he saw, I feel like that's the best he can do in that situation. He's known to be the best in the business, and there's a reason.
Yes. Yes,
Shuffle
indeed.
still
Well,
can.
that's.
S
Whoop,
said.
he's-
Also, IDKY Fire is crying about the words I am saying he is, and will be the first one to hear it if I have problem with him. In my opinion, it's better to hear it from me, than to have it FR. Someone else. But hey, I walked out on him in points. So that's that.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us, Shuffle. Pretty good night, points wise for you, a top
No
3.
problemo.
And thank you guys for showing up. I know it's not exactly halfway through the season, but thank you to everybody who has shown up, shown out, and participated in these racing events as they have. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the bye week, and we can all reconvene at Carteret with a strong car count like we had today. Once again, thank you all for coming out, and I'll be in general.
Yes, indeed, and that is another race from.
I guess we'll interview Dabcat 1-on-1. Howdy, friend. You can say anything. You're on film, but you're interviewing me person to person after all that stuff. This one is off the record. Well, this one is not off the record, but it's also not official. So.
I mean, to be fair, I hope it's more on, record than it is. As a normal. Oh, sorry, it just sounds like someone's at my window, and I'm just like trying not to freak out. So as a normal citizen of Oxford, yes, basically doxing myself at this point. I hear about the news of Oxford being, the normal shenanigans. Literally just last weekend, the last race they just had, the most recent race anyways, apparently they had several fist fights break out in pits and, just fights overall because people weren't happy with people. And yeah, I was definitely expecting a fist fight after this one, to be fair. What I will say is from a spectator and kind of like a hosting kind of view from this, and a little bit of driver as well, as someone that's done just a hair bit of everything. For me, the race was decent, like genuinely decent. I think everybody raced well, except for some minor mishaps that have happened. One that I'll point out immediately, and I want everyone to like listen to this and kind of take this. I want every driver to hear this as well, like actually sit down and see this. If you're going to rejoin the track, make sure you yield for track traffic, because if you have, it doesn't matter what position that person's in, you just don't cut in front of that person. I watched Fireboard do it at least 3 times on Robo alone. And apparently he was doing it for other people. I did not see that, but I heard about that a lot, and I was, as a spectator, starting to get a little frustrated with Fireboy, sorry.
Levi.
Levi.
Yes,
Yes.
Levi.
Because Levi was not yielding, and he should have been. Because he was the one off track, he does not get right away. The normal race traffic gets right away all the time. And so the way Levi was rejoining was just not great. It was really not great. And I can understand, I completely understand the first few times, like, yeah, sometimes shit happens, it's one of those things where I'm not going to harp on him too much. But if it's kind of like a repeated offense, maybe you got to think about how you're rejoining the track. Now, before someone else goes, well, oh, you're just sucking Robo off, I will actually point out a fact that I was not happy with Robo when he started getting into contact with Levi after what Levi was doing.
I understand that.
To be completely honest, if Robo kept his head level and just ran the race as the race, he might, and just might, have had it, because he was able to keep his pace instead of running off track and doing other shit. So I will point out, like, I have absolutely no qualms with pointing out flaws that Robo had. Robo was not necessarily consistent either with lines. Those last kind of like 20 laps, when we had that last caution and, Gibb just got out in front of Robo, there was a couple of times where Robo was making small little bobbles and he was just dropping time just like that. So, clearly Gibb was a lot faster, and I'll clearly admit that. Like, I mean, I kind of figured someone like Gibb, Robo, or Shuffle was going to win that, and to no surprise, Gibb won. Um, and so I have no qualms, and I quite frankly I will continuously point out when Robo does make a mistake that I feel like is a very questionable one, because it also gives him a chance to learn from it as well. Or, just take the advice and be like, yeah, I agree with you, but I'm not going to learn from it. And that's his own decision. Like, that's completely his own decision.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So whether or not Robo decides to become a better driver from it or not is his choice. But if he doesn't, I'm still going to continuously keep pointing it out. And in fact, maybe my view of him being as good as a driver as he is could diminish. So take that as you will.
All right.
I didn't really get to see a lot of the Fireboy and Shuffle shenanigans. Um,
It might be on his stream.
I saw.
That might be on Kelly's stream. So I'll
Yeah,
send it to
true,
you.
true, true. Um, but I did see one shenanigans where they kind of like got hooked into each other. I think Fireboy was just kind of not in the right spot and wasn't able to react in time. There is kind of like a weird fine line of like accidents you can prevent and accidents you can't. It's almost like a gray area, to be fair. Because as someone that drove cars in practice, they're not very easy to dodge stuff from. There was a couple of times where Robo had come up from behind me, and I'd kind of like start to dip off, and I was like, okay, I know this car is getting unsteady. I'm just going to pull off completely and let Robo pass, give him all the space he needs, because I know that the racing line's also pretty close to that edge as well. So, it's just kind of that driver's etiquette. I think that's basically the best way to put it, is driver's etiquette. And I know some things can be taken as, unsportsmanship for sure, because I saw, a couple of instances where Robo wasn't necessarily at fault. It was kind of just normal racing instances, and Robo was blamed for it. So, hosting is another thing I'll kind of point out. I do feel that, some incidents that happened should have been more of a caution and a re-rack, just because they were violent enough for an almost complete stop. I do completely understand the fact if two cars just completely go off and they're not really into each other at all, fair. Or But, if they make full contact and one spins another, I feel like that is a caution, because whether or not whoever's fault it is, it's still a caution. I mean, you could just do it of whatever the positions were before that person passed. Like, for example, if Robo tried passing Levi came down and, wrecked both of them, Robo would start wherever he was. Like, let's say Levi was in P4, Robo was in P5. Robo would just start in P5. I wouldn't find any fault to it unless it was like a repeated offense from Levi. Then I'd be like, okay, Levi, I'm giving you your two warnings here. Like, you can't just keep pulling onto the track and expecting it to go easy. You know, it's that kind of thing. Completely though, I think Smelly did a really good job with his hosting. I completely understand trying to, like, if this was his goal of just trying to stay out of like controversial takes, honestly, completely fair. Or if it was just his opinion on how it should have been ran, that was also completely fair. I understand that everyone has different views on how it's ran. Um, it's more so just you know, take this as a note. Try and use it for next time. Just kind of think about that in the back of your head of like, okay, is this the right call or not? And just kind of think on it. If it doesn't align with your views, then I completely, like, you are the one in power. I'm not. I'm just a random person talking, to be honest. But I do feel if this take is at least listened to, and like, some people understand it, some people don't, at least people heard it and was like, okay, that's a fair point. I'm going to listen to it or I'm not. Just that kind of thing. Um, but overall, the race was really good. I was able to sit back and enjoy it as much as humanly possible. And,
It's a free Oxford race.
the
You don't even have to pay for tickets.
yeah, like typical Oxford race. Like Oxford's not a very easy track, not even in like a Roblox game, to be fair. Oxford's very difficult, and I don't completely understand Seeker's full pull off on it. You know, just because like Seeker literally went off once and then was like, "Oh, why is there no walls?" Well, that's kind of how the track is in real life. I mean, if the track was able to, it would probably not have any walls at all, to be fair. But I think the only reason why there's walls up on the front straight and back straight is just because of the grandstands. Now, granted, to be fair, the track isn't 1-to-1 as what it is in real life. The pit exit isn't exact, and those are fine things to point out. But I mean, for a small recreation and something that's not like something that was just looking at photos, it's a really good recreation. Um, and a lot of it is done well. Um, I will point out the fact that the shoulder on the front stretch is a little aggressive. Maybe that, and adding some billboards, adding that proper exit to where it is, would probably be a future upgrade, but not a necessity. I would say the biggest necessity would just be fixing that shoulder, making it a little bit less aggressive, just because there's not that aggressive of a shoulder. That front stretch wall is, there can be a little bit of a groove there, but that front stretch wall is almost right up against to that banking, to be fair. That, and I'm pretty sure that banking may even be a little bit flatter in both sections, and it's only really banked in the corner, and it kind of smooths out in the stretch. But I haven't been able to walk the track, so I'd have to look at it, in person. But no, genuinely, if I were to rate that race, I would say definitely I'd say like a 6. It was better than most racing that I've seen from Oxford. Like especially with the fist fights and stuff that I've seen from pits and before. It gets really gnarly. Um, so I would say definitely a 6, your kind of average just scenario, because I mean everyone goes off at some point at Oxford. I mean it's kind of inevitable. Those corners are very difficult, especially when you start getting 2, 3 cars wide. It's just very difficult to keep yourself on the track. But overall, I would say 6. Actually, you know what? I'll bump it up to a 6.5 because it was pretty enjoyable. I did enjoy the track. Um, I liked just honestly being able to watch my own track be ran in like a digital way. I say my own track, my hometown track, but um, I just liked being able to sit down and watch that, just because it was kind of like cool seeing a recreation of something I've seen in real life before. It's kind of like a different way of experiencing Oxford, and I'm excited for the work that I am going to try and do with Robo to recreate an A chassis version, because I'm definitely itching to get an A chassis version of Oxford and just more A chassis racing. Period. To be fair, that would be nice.
Now, to
But
be
no, I've been
Mhm.
yapping. I've been yapping for
No,
a
you're
good
cool.
while. I think it's good to I think it's good to quit this stream here or video. And
Stream.
just kind of wrap this up in a nice little bow. Um, so to anyone that did listen to my part, genuinely thank you, because that was important to get out there. I mean, I'm even completely fine with Robo just clipping this and kind of cutting it into a couple pieces and be like, hey,
I'm too lazy for that.
people. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, hell, I could probably do that, to be fair, because I can clip too. But yeah, like I'm completely open to just hearing other people's takes on the caution idea as well. Just because I know everyone has a different view, and like I'm not shitting on anybody here. I genuinely, as I said, like I did enjoy the race. It's just kind of those like minor nitpicks more so of just like this is how I can see maybe it'd work better, but like I haven't really hosted a race. Like I mean I've done kind of loose like, hey guys, do this. Like I know basic ruling, but that's about it. More have been a driver to be fair. But as a driver, this is kind of what I expect to see from my point of view. Um, with a lot of my takes, just because I know as a driver it can be very frustrating when a caution is called on you when the accident wasn't necessarily your fault. Um, and to be fair, with racing, it's kind of hard to find fault on some things. Like some things are really just racing incidents. I guess the best takeaway for like life advice would just be not everything is black and white. You know, there is grays, there's shades to it. So um that and take some things with a grain of salt.
Sometimes those shades are a little bit lighter or darker than others.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just dropping some
No,
really
yeah.
big life.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, let's wrap this stream up, Robo. I'm pretty sure they're tired of hearing.
I'll do my last. Yeah, I'll do my last little bit of yapping. So, as you did hear, Dabcat, he is gonna help me build a SLCRA grade Oxford, which of course, like all my tracks, they will be available to use once they're completed. I did gotta help a little bit with Jackson Cook's Wassail track, but I could do that pretty easily. Honestly, I'm down to work on it tonight. Or start, Dab.
Okay.
What I will say, thanks for having me up here. Nice to be here. If I was here in real life racing, I honestly probably would be the type of guy that would drop by your house afterwards.
Honestly, well, and see, you made the reference, and I was like, "Why Walmart, man? You could go to like Parkside Variety, and it's so much better." For those who don't know, obviously, yes, as I said earlier, I was local, but Parkside Variety is one of the stores that's kind of something that I kind of stop at a lot, and they've got some really good pizza subs. If you're in the area at any point, please, for the love of God, stop in at Parkside at least once. Just try some of their food because it's really good. I love their pizza subs. They're not. I would say they're maybe one step lower than like Firehouse Subs, pizza sub because that has meatballs.
Those are fucking expensive though.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. But yeah, Parkside Variety is really good.
Yeah.
Another good store is like Polly's Variety Store, which is a little bit closer. That kind of thing. There's a couple of nice little, family poppin' mom shops that are in there. A lot of these businesses are a lot smaller than Walmart, and I don't really like the Walmart over here either. It's not the greatest. So, but yeah, that'll wrap up. I'll send this back to Robo. I really got to stop yapping. So
It's fine.
yeah, that's me.
But yeah, thanks to Dabcat on that. Not sure which track we're going to next week. The season in the Roughneck Tour Modified Series is coming to a bit over the halfway point. That's kind of Callie's shop to talk about that. But on my behalf, SLC. That, as you know, is off. We're trying to figure out how to get the Indy cars set up because they're not really set up how I want them to. And I know that we're in a bit of a hiatus, but the hiatus does not mean forever. It just means we don't know how long it'll be. I do expect. My goal was to be back by September at least, maybe even late August. But we're going to have to do some advertising and stuff for that. So, I don't quite have a link for SLC. But if you check out our other streams, you will definitely find that kind of stuff. But I don't know anyone that would be crazy enough to last this long in my yappery, so that wouldn't already know about that. So, that being said, that'll wrap up this nice little stream. Thank you there, Dabcat, and everyone else that got involved in this. Watch what Levi does.